Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna go through how much money you need to start investing. This is one of those most common questions that I get either in my DMs, Twitter, on YouTube. Everyone kind of wants to know exactly how much is a good amount to start investing with. And I just wanna let you guys know that there's not a set amount. I will give you some numbers towards the end, but I wanna make sure that you guys understand there's not a set amount that you need to start with in order to become a successful trader. Also, make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the video. I will be announcing a giveaway on my YouTube channel, so make sure you guys don't miss that. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started and dive right in. So I think the first step to answering this question of how much money do I need to start investing is answering the question of how much money do you have to start investing with. And this comes down to a couple of different things. How much are your monthly expenses? How much debt do you have? How much, can you save and put aside for investing? So there's a couple of different ways you can do it. So I'm just gonna break it down into how I personally had started to invest and how I divvied up, my monthly expenses, my debt, and how much I had to save up to be able to invest with. So how I did it was I would you take 100% of whatever income you have coming in. You want to take 70% of that income and you want to set it aside for your monthly expenses, for any bills you have, rent, all of that good stuff, whether you have car payment, anything like that. So 70% of your income is set aside for your monthly expenses. So now from that 30% that you have left, you want to take 20% out for savings. Obviously, you can divvy this up however you feel comfortable doing. I would recommend 20% to be saved up just so you have something to fall back on. I always recommend having a savings at least 6 to 7 months. The recommended is 9 months of your savings, of your monthly expenses saved up, just in case, obviously, you never know what can happen. You could potentially lose your job, anything. So you want to be prepared for the worst. So 6 to 9 months of your monthly expenses should be saved up. One thing that I don't recommend doing, and this is something that I did, and it kind of had a mental toll on me when I first started trading, is taking money out of your savings and putting it into your trading account. I recommend starting completely brand new and having a separate savings just so you can start to invest. If you start to take money out of your savings account and put it towards investing, a lot of people do that, which is fine, but it does take a mental toll on you when you're taking your savings account, something that you're supposed to fall back on, and you invest it. You're more emotionally attached to that money than if you had specifically set aside money just to invest with. When you specifically set aside money just to invest with, you know that money can go. You can lose that money, but it's specifically meant for investing. Whereas your savings account is an account where you can potentially fall back on. And if you start taking money out of that to put into investing where you could potentially lose, you then become emotionally attached to that money. And when you lose that money, it's going to take a bigger toll on your mental health, bigger toll on your trading journey than if it were to just save money on the side. Now, I know it's a little bit harder, especially if you have 70% going to your monthly expenses and 20% going to your savings. You just have 10% for whatever you want to do, your investing as well. But this is when it comes down to whether you really want to be a successful trader or not. Sometimes you got to cut out all the going out to eat, going out to party, all of that stuff to be able to, invest in your future. So once you figured out your monthly expenses, the next thing you want to do is you want to figure out what type of trading you want to do, whether you want to do options trading, whether you want to do stocks trading, whether you want to be a day trader, scalper, swing trader. You want to know all of these things prior to opening an account so that you then know what type of account to open. So make sure that you understand, whether you want to do if you want to do stocks trading solely, you will require a slightly higher, I do recommend actually a slightly higher amount to start investing with versus options. So once you decide whether you want to do stocks or options or a combination of both, whether you want to swing trade, day trade, scalp, or a combination of all three, you then can decide what type of account to open and with which broker. Now, different brokers are going to have different commissions, different fees. You want to make sure that you're looking through all of that prior to selecting any broker. Now, most brokers require a $25,000 account minimum for a margin account. These are Thinkorswim, Interactive Brokers, I believe Robinhood. Most brokers do have that $25,000 minimum to have a margin account over PDT rule. Now, if you don't know what PDT rule is, I will link it down below for you guys just to look through the differences between PDT being over PDT, being under PDT, margin and cash accounts. Now, I do recommend when you're first starting out day trading, I do recommend, especially if you're looking towards scalping, day trading, and not so much swing trading, or you want to do a variety of all three, I do recommend opening a cash account. I think I've mentioned this in my previous videos, but with a cash account, you don't fall under the PDT rule. You can just trade up to the cash that you have available. Now, with Interactive Brokers, they do charge you a fee, a monthly fee of about $10 for a non-professional trader. And what that fee allows you to do is that your cash available in the account settles instantly. So for example, if you have $5,000 in the account, you use $1,000 on a trade, you make a profit of, let's say, $500 on that scalp, you now have $5,500 on that day instantly for you to be able to use in your next upcoming trade. Now, for other cash accounts on, say, for example, Thinkorswim, these are the only two brokers that I've personally used, so I'm just comparing the two of them. On Thinkorswim, if you have a $5,000 cash account, the cash settles the next business day. So if you utilize $1,000 in a trade out of a $5,000 account, you then only have $4,000 remaining for that day for you to be able to trade with. The rest, whatever you have made, will then settle the next business day. So those are some of the things that you want to look out for when you're choosing a broker. You want to look at fees, you want to look at commissions, you want to look at their account minimums, anything like that could potentially affect your account, you do want to pay attention to. So now I've given you kind of the steps on figuring out how much you can personally invest and how you can figure out what amount is feasible for you to be able to invest in. I'm going to tell you what I think is a decent amount to start investing with. Now, this is just my personal opinion. Everyone's opinion differs. Everyone can grow different accounts in different ways. Some people like trading with bigger accounts. Some people like trading with smaller accounts. It really just depends on your trading experience. I'm going to speak as if I'm a newer trader and I have not traded before, or I have very, very limited trading experience. If you are a newer trader and you want to trade stocks, I would recommend starting with a minimum of $5,000 to $10,000. Your minimum should be $5,000 just because you need more equity to be able to invest in stocks, because obviously the cost of a trade is going to be higher on a stocks account versus an options trade. So make sure that you understand that, which is why I'm saying a minimum of $5,000 is a decent amount to start with stocks investment. $5,000 to $10,000 is more than enough. Now, say for example, you just want to trade options. So for options, if you're looking for a specific amount to start investing with, I would recommend as a newer trader to go from anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000. Now, I don't recommend any more than that, especially no more than $5,000. I think your $5,000 should be your cap as a newer trader, and $1,000 should be the minimum, just because you have a little bit more flexibility on a cash account with $1,000. You can take different types of trades. You can break that account down into four, $500 trades like I stated in my last video. So I definitely recommend at least $1,000 for an options account, and maximum $4,000 to $5,000 that you should be investing as a newer trader. The reason that I give you a maxed amount on a stocks account and on an options account is because I see a lot of new traders, a lot of traders that have very minimal trading experience and I was one of these traders, I'm not gonna lie. Like I took, if you guys have seen my video on my trading journey, I took a huge chunk of my savings and I put it into my investing account, and I lost a lot of it, which had a huge mental impact on my trading. And it took me a lot longer than it would have if I would have started with a smaller account and slowly, gradually made my way. So the reason I don't recommend starting with a bigger account is because you then feel as though you have a lot of flexibility on the account and you have a lot of room to fall back on, which is not the case. A lot of times what I've seen is people with bigger accounts, they think that they have a higher risk tolerance because their account is bigger. That is not the case at all. Your risk tolerance should be lower as a newer trader, and you should start with a lower amount. If you cannot grow a small account, you will not be able to grow a bigger account. That's just how it works. And what I've seen happen is people tend to blow bigger accounts a lot faster than they will smaller accounts. If you have a smaller account, you learn discipline, you learn patience, and you learn risk management. Those are the three biggest things, biggest parts of being a successful trader. And this is what I tell a lot of people, like, you can make back $2,000 to $3,000 a lot easier than you can make back $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. It is a lot harder and a lot more stress on your mental health to be able to, to take a $20,000, $30,000 loss versus a $2,000 to $3,000 loss when you first start off trading. It's different as experienced traders. I know you guys see, people making a big amount of money. Even myself, sometimes I don't like to post it, or losing big amounts of money. It's because they're putting up that risk and they've had that experience putting up that risk. If you don't have that experience putting up that risk, it's going to be a lot harder for you to be able to make back that account or make back that loss, and it will affect your trading journey in the long run. So always start with a smaller account. If you cannot grow a smaller account, you will not be able to grow a larger account. I know this for a fact. It's so crazy because I see so many newer traders say this, and it just doesn't make sense to me. They're like, if I had a bigger account, I would have more leniency. I'd be able to invest more, I would be able to make more money, blah, blah, blah. I would do a lot better on a bigger account. That is false. That is completely false. I don't know who told you that information, but that is not correct. If you cannot grow a small account, you cannot grow a large account. I 100% guarantee you that. It's so much harder to grow a small account than it is to, grow a larger account. And growing a smaller account teaches you way more than growing a larger account. When you're starting with a smaller account, you are limited to what type of stocks you can trade. Obviously, you can't trade some bigger names, which is fine. There are so many stocks that are cheaper price premiums, cheaper stocks in general that you can trade on a smaller account that will pay just as well, that have good volatility, that have good price action, good volume, and follow market sentiment. I will list a whole bunch of stocks that I personally think are great for investing when you have a smaller account down below. Check it out. So just to recap with you guys, make sure you understand how much money you can set aside for your investing, then decide what type of trading you want to do, then decide on your broker, and then decide on the amount that you want to save. So like I said, for stocks, 5 to 10K, for options, 1 to 4K max, no more than that. If you are able to grow a small account, if you are able to have that discipline and patience to grow a small account, it will make it a lot easier once you have a bigger account on your hands. Being said, let's move on to the giveaway. I know a lot of you guys are here to see what the giveaway is about. So I do giveaways on my Instagram a lot, whether it's for my Discord or my options course, but I've never done one on YouTube, and I'm very close to 50,000 subscribers. So this is kind of a thank you to all of my YouTube fam. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for all the love that I get, all the comments that I read. There's most of the comments that I read. They're so supporting and loving, and you guys are amazing, and I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I hope to God that my videos have helped some of you in your trading experience. And I do get some DMs, I'll get comments, and it just means so much to me that the content that I post is just helping you guys. And if that's all that I want on this YouTube channel, and that's all that I'm aiming for, is to be able to help other traders in their trading journey, because I didn't have that when I was trading. So that being said, I would like to give back to my YouTube community. And what I'd like to do is I have a June options course at the end of June. So I'm hosting another options course at the end of June, and I'd like to give away 3 seats to my options course for free to 3 of my YouTube subscribers. So if you'd like to enter the giveaway, you have to 1, be subscribed to my channel, 2, like this video, and 3, comment down below and let me know why you'd like to join the course, or just a little bit about your trading experience. That's all you guys have to do. The winner will be announced on June 20th on my Instagram page. So my Instagram is @MossyTrades. Make sure that you are either following it on Instagram or pay attention to the Instagram, because it will only just be posted on my Instagram. The winners will be posted on my Instagram from my YouTube. So whoever enters, like I said, you have to be subscribed to the channel, comment down below and like this video, and you will be entered into the giveaway. So like I said, I'll be choosing 3 winners for my giveaway. They'll be able to join the June course for free, and it will be announced on my Instagram on June 20th. So make sure that you guys are paying attention to that. I will link everything down below, all the details to the giveaway, so you guys know. That's it. Those are the rules to the giveaway. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something from it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting more content for you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.